Good evening.
Oh!
Welcome to the Oblivion show. I'm Joe E.T. and I'm going to get it right.
Dolphin.
This is, yay!
That one.
Easy now. How's it going?
How's it going? Good man. Good man. What are you up to?
Fucking busy, man. Been busy.
I hear ya. It's been a crazy one.
It was a freak show course 1 month ago. It was
Wow.
absolutely bonkers.
Yep. What a party.
Yeah, man. Again, it was really good.
Yeah. Yep.
Had that, and then a load of stuff leading up to the next few days, few weeks, because I'm going on holiday on Monday, and I'm having December off.
Woo.
So just been
Well
mega busy, man.
Yeah.
I've been busy so that I can not be busy.
How's that working out for you?
But actually, today the show nearly happened because I had a problem with the audio on the show, and it nearly snapped me today. I nearly, I had I had to reroute a whole sound card. It was just been an absolute nightmare. But I'm good. I'm 3 months sober. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go on holiday.
You're going to say you're 3 months pregnant then?
How are you doing anyway? What have you been doing?
Good. Let's see, Joey Valance and Bree last night in Rotterdam. What a party that was. Really, really good. If you don't know, they are like kind of like they're like the Beastie Boys, but like a kind of new fucked up version. They're kind of really into that 90s kind of like boom bap, just massive beats, funky rhymes.
I'm gutted that I couldn't
really cool.
come.
Oh man, it was such a, like mosh pits and just everyone was just bouncing. It was crazy. Lots of fun. Yeah, if you don't know, look them up. Would definitely recommend.
Nice.
So yeah, did that last night, and don't feel too bad.
You played at Peacock's thing at the weekend.
Oh yeah,
you?
in
Sunday?
a choral last Sunday. Yeah. That was fun. That was really nice. It was nice to see everyone as well. But, that was really, really, really nice.
Awesome.
What's next? Excel
What's
as
next?
well.
We've got Prospect this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and be a good boy.
Meet you there, mate.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's not happening, bro. I've got to fly the next day, basically. So, anyway,
We'll be flying. Yeah.
the show's not about you and I because no,
I want my money back.
not this month. We've got a guest tonight, quite an amazing guest actually, hailing all the way from Germany. Let's bring him in, Daniel. Detest.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
Woo! Yeah, I'm in, man.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm good. I'm really good.
What have you been doing?
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, baby. Likewise.
Yeah.
What have you been doing, man?
Oh well, I was just waiting, being excited for this show today. So I'm a bit nervous, but it's but
You're
I'm
among
fine.
friends.
Oh yes.
Oh, you don't need to be
Just-
nervous with us.
I'll
It's
take
fine.
care of you. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look after it. There's no shots happening today. You're safe. That's
That's what we always say at the start, but I'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show, Daniel. Really
Yeah, of course.
appreciate
Of
it.
course. It's a pleasure for me.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to deep diving on you in a little bit.
having a deep dive with Dolphin.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say hello to a few people in the chat. It's looking quite kind of busy already. So we've got Dean Devastator, John Perc, Dick Ritchie, Prop, Carnage Core, Cam, SHC, Nanostorm, Padawan. Randy's just gifted 10 subs. Nice one, Randy. Respect.
Ransom become a member, yeah.
Yeah. Padawan, Dick Ritchie, Drastic, Jeffius. Hey Jeff, how you doing, bro? Psy909, Dolphinsky in the chat, boo. Chase, Jay, hey Jay, how you doing, buddy? Cam, I think I already said Cam, but I'll say it twice.
Yeah.
Abomination, Butterfist,
Jonesy, Bonesy.
yeah, Bonesy's in the house. Yeah. Good
Shout out to my
evening.
sister, who I don't think she's
Everybody.
there, but, she might be.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
Hello, Mom.
Do us a favour before we get kicking and share the stream, would you? That would be sick because we want to get as many people in here as we can. It really helps. And if you've got a moment, as well as commenting in the chat, stick something in the comments as well and give it a like, subscribe, all that bollocks that YouTubers say. Just do it. It's really helpful for us. So thanks very much. Do it, yeah. Okay. Before we get started, a quick word from our sponsors. The Oblivion show is sponsored by Hardcore Beer. If you head over to hardcorebeer.nl and use the code Oblivion Show, you will get 10% off at checkout. And I know that they've got a load of brand new beers there. I've actually got some here.
Me too, man.
Oh, have you? What have you got? Oh, what's that one?
Yes, I received something. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty.
That looks like
pretty.
a nice one.
And it's pretty
Which one,
tasty.
that one?
It is. It's pretty tasty as well.
That's the Detest one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So now the word is out.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll come to that in a little bit then. I've got some other ones too. There's a new one here that they've done. Champagne. This is an 11%
Lord.
champagne brute beer.
I feel drunk just looking at
That's
it.
for the summer to have some
it's awesome.
bubbling.
What else have I got? Some other collabs here. I can't show you that one. This one is the Freak Show beer. You can get this on the Oblivion site now. That's a blueberry wheat beer, and it's fucking delicious, man.
That sounds awesome.
They've got a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to quickly show you the Hardcore Beer site because there is new things happening there. Browser, can I do that? Yep, boom. So on the Hardcore Beer site, on the store, you can now go on here and you can pick a 6-pack or a 12-pack, and you can build your own beer box.
Nice.
Which is a nice touch. It says life is hard enough. Sometimes it's difficult to choose what you want because you want to try everything. We get it. That's why we give you freedom to pick yourself. Fill up a box with a selection of beers and we'll get them over to you to enjoy. So basically, you just go in here, you click these like that, you fill up a box with whatever you want. The Prospect one's sold out by the looks of it. And we've got the Oblivion Show beer there as well. And then you can buy it. And if you use the code Oblivion Show at checkout, you get 10% off. So it's free beer on us, basically. So, Hardcore Beer.
That's what I gonna do after the show. Ordering the shitload.
Yeah, man. Great for Christmas presents. You know, everyone loves beers. A load of different beers and that. So, sick. All right. Well, so we're going to get on with the show.
Yes.
First up on the show this time around, we have got
New Blood.
Most people's favourite part of the show, the New Blood. This is where we review the music that's submitted by our viewers and we give our feedback, and people in the chat give their feedback too. So, without further ado, let's play Detest, Motherfker. Oh no, sorry. Tune from Jacob. Fantastic.
Hey.
Bombastic. Let's go.
some dick about it.
All right.
Awesome.
That was Jacob. Oh, we've lost Daniel.
No, just in a bit. I'm back in the sack.
He's back in the sack. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's go to.
He's just changing his outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask Dolphin first.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Jacob. So let's zoom in on Jacob. Boom.
Got lovely hair.
He has got lovely hair, actually. He's ever so polite as well.
A great tan.
He's got a lovely tan. Jacob, based in Ibiza, drawing inspiration from Aphex Twin, old school jungle, and funked out jazzy music. Releasing music on Grey Matter, Drum Match Recordings, and Broken Core Records. Big fan of Jacob. I like his stuff.
Love it. I love
Absolutely.
that as well. Nice square pusher vibes, just nice, fun, interesting music. Break beats, happy me very much.
Yeah, and it's full of edits and ideas, but still, it still keeps you low, you know, and give you a good feeling when you, for example.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty nice.
Yeah, loved it.
We've never got anything bad or overly constructive to say to him because he's kind of smashing it, right?
Well, I mean, I'd like to. Okay, let's ask him to send something a bit rubbish in so we can criticize him a bit more.
Yeah, Jacob, send us your shit. Send us the B-sides, man.
Give us something to do.
Shout out to Dan Dormouse in the chat. Hey, buddy. Shout out to Kin as well. I saw you
Dan.
popping in there. Hey, man.
And
How you
Kimchi.
doing? Wagwan. Kimchi's in as well. Hello there.
Yep. And some tea.
SHC is asking if the track was created in Renoise.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I thought it was
Jacob-
I thought it was an Ableton bod, but could be wrong.
Dan Dormouse is not wearing any pants. Okay.
Standard bro.
Good news.
I'd be more worried if he was wearing pants, I think.
All right. Sick stuff, Jacob. Nice one. Keep sending stuff in, man. We really love listening
Absolutely.
to your music.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
brilliant, man. Right. Oh, he answered.
Hair pusher.
It's the hair. Ableton. SHC's, but he's making it in Ableton. It says in the chat, actually. So, my bad. Okay.
I'm
Next
going to
up.
call him Hair Pusher now.
Yeah, push it.
Next up, we have got Librarium Ensemble.
Good name.
Very nice. I like the vocals in there. Really spooky. Reminds me of like some kind of old monastery or something. Yeah. Really cool. Really like that.
Yeah. At the beginning, it was really really dark and pretty nice. And I think the melodies and the atmosphere is really soft in the sound in the development. But the kicks are really rough and really mid-range, strong, and that was kind of surprising me. But yeah, really good.
Yeah, there was definitely some. I mean, I didn't know where it was going to go from the intro. I really liked kind of like all the vocal choir stuff. When the kick came, it kind of surprised me, and I think it felt to me, because there was only one kick for the whole track. And it felt to me like the kick was lacking a little something. It didn't feel like it filled out the track enough.
Yeah.
And because there's very few elements in there, it's very sparse. If your main element has really got to have enough kind of like width and mid and sub and everything to just fill out the whole track, because the only thing going on above it is that choir, right?
Yeah, I felt the same. As Daniel said, that the kick was very MIDI, and I think if it had more sub, like you said, it would really give it more character, and it'd be fuller. And some warmth in there as well with those monastery voices. If it's tuned correctly and everything's in key, it's going to sound sick, man.
Absolutely.
I think the choirs just needed to come up. They needed to be a lot brighter, a lot louder as well. So they kind of balanced with the kick and filled up the kind of like the rest of the tops, and would give it a little more energy if it was a bit louder and brighter in the tops. But I really loved the idea of the kind of like the choir and the kicks. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit about this guy, Librarium. I think he goes by the name Zornus Maximus as well. He's been on before. 32-year-old. Yeah. Maximus? Zornus Maximus.
All right.
32-year-old from Denmark. Been producing since COVID started in 2020. And it's nice how we use COVID as a landmark in life now. Oh my God. When we're older, it's going to be like, remember the first pandemic? Been started in 2020 and draw my inspirations from The Outside Agency, Mindustries, Luminate, DJ Hidden, Embryonic, Oldschool hardstyle, techno, and industrial genres. Yeah, we can hear all of those.
Yeah, it's got all that strange arrival and that kind of kind of vibe in it and stuff. Yeah, it's lovely.
Definitely. People in the chat saying, Cam saying she really likes it, likes the atmosphere. Vicious, hey Vicious, by the way, how you doing, bro? The kicks are knacking. I'm not sure what that means. Dolphin's fucking beer goblet, says Jacob. Hey Luke Williams in the chat, easy now.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, brothers.
Cheers. Ching. Shout out to Luke Williams, by the way, and Cement T in the chat. Cement T says I think it needs some polishing on the transitions and to add some rides and all that, but the idea is pretty cool. There's nothing overly bad about it, but I just think could just be developed a little bit.
Ideas are good. It just needs to work on the mix down.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually the point. At the end, the idea is great, and the development and the sounds and the feeling, the atmosphere. But if you put a bit more about the sound, about the the mastering or whatever, then you can make it 30% more huge.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Shout out to Robert in the chat. Robert, easy bro.
Hey. My buddy went to see the gig last night.
Oh my God! Are you going to milk this? Are you going to milk it? Right.
Man,
I'm just going to call it out now.
So good, man. You should have been there.
So you see the T-shirt that Greg's got on, right? These guys, right? We're really into these guys, right? And so is Robert, who's in the chat. And Robert put me and Greg onto them, actually. And as soon as Greg heard it, he was like, they're playing Rotterdam. I've just bought tickets. We're fucking going. Right? And so I was like buzzing about it. But it was yesterday and I've been so crushed with work and I couldn't make it in the end. And so now Greg is milking it dry. Look, he's got the T-shirt on and he's going to keep saying, my friend who went to the gig.
Greg, it was good, right? It was good.
So good, man. So good. You had to be there. Show of a lifetime.
All right. So I'm going to go into the next track. Friends of the show, the Carnage Core with Chaos Take the World. Let's go.
Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into the depths far below the earthly capital. See Gordians with the 3 fingers and the flaming frenzy. Burn the earth tree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. May chaos take the world. May chaos take the world. Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into the depths far below the earthly capital. See Gordians with the 3 fingers and the flame frenzy. Burn the earth tree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. May chaos take the world. May chaos take the world. Burn the earth tree.
Awesome. Little
That
bit
was a kick.
Yeah, it was a kick. A little bit about Carnage Corp. They are, here we go, the masked duo from Slovakia. I've lost count of how many times I've said that. Last masked duo from Slovakia, members of the Drum Match crew, producing together since 2019. Lately released a free download on our SoundCloud, so feel free to grab it. Also planning at least one more free download at the end of 2022 on SoundCloud. And preparing all almost done tracks for his final form to smash 2023. Awesome. Right, there's a link to the SoundCloud straight away because there's a free track there. Let's go and have a look. I've put the link in the chat. Yeah, there we go. Look, free downloads, quite a few of them actually. Go and check them out. All right, Greg.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Greg.
So it was a very strong kick. I mean, the tune was really all about the kick. There was nice ARP going on as well. Yeah, I think it felt like it needed a little bit more like kind of switch ups, a little more variation in it. You know, maybe a kind of something slightly different going on in the second drop. You know, kind of more noticeably different. But what I like about these guys, one of the things I really like, is that these are guys that focus on getting tracks finished and getting through. And it's not about always doing like one amazing track. It's about getting through, getting tunes finished and moving on to the next one and growing and learning from experience. And I really like that ethos. It's not about, kind of, let's just try and do one perfect track, right? And I talk a lot with people over the last couple of weeks, like in work stuff, about how perfect is the enemy of good, right? Perfect is the thing that will stop you from getting things done, because you're trying to be perfect all the time. This is a really good. These guys, I think, are a really good example because they just they get things done, they get tunes out. And we've had so many tracks on them, and it's not always about. You could argue that the kit could be perfect, the track could be a little bit better here and there, but the focus, it feels for me like their focus is like, let's get the track done, let's get it out, make a statement, move on to the next one. And I really like that because they're going to go a long way. Just keeping pushing tracks like that.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
Daniel?
Absolutely. I absolutely have to say this is the thing, because I have friends and producers and musicians. They are just like really doing great stuff. They are perfect in what they're doing, but they're never finishing stuff, Right. And at the end, the people never listen to this unfinished symphonies, and it's a shame as well. So sometimes you have also to be a bit more like having like kind of idea that you would just go on and finishing something. This is absolutely a perfect point. In this track, there's actually one thing which I don't like, and it was the side chain on when the snare came in, because it was a kind of
it dipped a bit too much. I kept on hearing
too much, or exactly. Or what I do sometimes is when the sidechain, also when you dip it a little bit in it and it's still too strong, I just looking for the frequencies for the snares, put them out in an equalizer or whatever, because it makes it sometimes a bit better, because the kick is still there and strong, but the frequencies where the snare is kicking in, you take them from the kick drum. That makes it sometimes a bit better. It's more work, of course, but at the end it sounds sometimes better. But good job, great.
I enjoy seeing these guys progress, like you said, Greg. They keep on coming back. They've still got you can still feel the deep rooted kind of psytrancey drum and bassy roots, which is where they came from, but you can feel that they're developing different elements of the music, and there's different kicks coming, and it's starting to feel more together and more mature and complete. And like you said, it's easy to spend a lot of time on the last 10% of things. You spend 90% of the time on the last 10% of finishing stuff. There's like, keep the momentum, guys. You're smashing it, I think.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah, thumbs up. Yep. I just wanted to shout out to Lars in the chat. Hey man, how you doing? And somebody else, Delect, popped in and said he's going to catch up later. Hey bro, catch up later. See you in a bit. Right, next track.
What's next?
Tones, Endless.
Ooh, all right, Anthony. He's in the chat. I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him. He might be being quiet because he's nervous. Let's find out.
Go.
New plug.
over 40,000 reasons why I know that sun isn't real. Its stellar cycle is more symmetrical than that of an actual star. But for all that, I'll never actually know if it looks real.
is ended. Yours too. They will make sure.
We need extraction.
On my way. The endless will return.
It's already done.
All right. Tones with the big atmospheres. What do you reckon, Daniel?
Yeah, I really have to say, or I asked myself, if you just put this idea with the melodies, with the atmospheric thing in a trance or in a slower techno track or whatever, man, it would be really ready for a big crowd, you know? It would be a lot of people would like it because there's no distorted kick drum or it's not too fast or whatever, but it is at the end, you know. And it's finally the question is, why other people are taking distorted kick drums or too much edits for them to as a kind of a wall, you know. They are unable to climb. That means at the end. It's I liked the melodies and the atmosphere, and I think the kicks, the snares, and everything. It's like I'm not sure in this one, but everything around it's wonderful. I really loved it. I was really into it. Absolutely.
Greg, you're on mute.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I think it's an artistic choice to go for the kind of old, kind of 909 style kick without all the kind of with all the top end on it and stuff, and go for that kind of older. I guess Mad Dog does it a lot now, and guys like that. It helps the kicks, the breaks sit on top as well, really nice, because you get that kind of like older 90s, early 2000s Def Chance stuff. You know, the kind of the more subbier kicks with the breaks sit on top, really nice. There was one bit on the first drop that was out of key. I can't remember what it was. There was something that just my spider sense went off, and there was a little something that was out of key, and I can't work out what it was, but I'd have to listen back. But apart from that, I thought it was a really, really nice piece of work. Some really nice progressions, loads of different ideas, and it all kind of, I thought it all fit really well together. I thought it was a really, really nice piece of work.
I think it's beautiful. I really do. And this is actually, I'm going to read the text that you wrote here because it's going to give us a bit more context. He says, "Hi to you all. Thanks again for playing my music. This was the track that I submitted when Igor and Hidden were on the show, and although I got some pretty decent feedback, it still didn't feel right to me. Someone made the comment that the intro wasn't connected to the track. That was so true, and I knew that I couldn't let the track just be destined for a folder never to be open again. I worked for months on this, and I think Joe has heard more than 500 versions, so I'm sorry you have to hear it again. It's true. I'm sorry you have to hear it again, Joe. So this is the result. As I said before, tell me it's shit and how to be better, but I feel like I'm improving, but it's still not quite clicked in my opinion. So lay it on me. Please don't bother looking at my Facebook page. I don't use social media anymore. It's a waste of time. I do use my SoundCloud, and it has some of my more recent work. So let's just quickly have a look there. Take that handsome guy off. There we go. So that's Tone's SoundCloud. I'm going to pop that into the chat for everybody. And just so that I've got my feedback on record as well. I think this is beautiful, and I think what you've created with it's beautiful, but there's something with the kick that just doesn't sit right with me.
Exactly.
We've had countless discussions where I'm saying maybe some kick switches so that it's just not flat, or maybe some variety, some movement in the tail, something that's going to give it a little bit more, or just a complete change. But I know he's been wrestling with it. There's artistic choice versus what's in, what's hot, and it's a hard conversation and to have. When is a piece of music finished? Finished, good, whatever. But I genuinely think that Ant is super, super talented, and he just needs something to click where it goes, boom, that's it, and then all of a sudden it's just going to be a landslide, and everything's going to come down.
You can tell he's like finding his voice, isn't he? And everybody goes through this. Yeah. Right, where you kind of, you're learning from so many different people, you're kind of pulling from all sorts of inspirations, and earlier on in your career you start sounding like loads of different people, and and eventually you kind of find your own sound, your own voice, where people just go, that's a Detest tune, that's a Satan tune, that's a X and Y tune, because just from years and years of doing this stuff, you kind of find your own sound.
Exactly, and everybody of us learned from somebody else or had some inspiration, and you hear that or you still hear it. But, it's normal. It's a normal way of being a musician, and you have to increase, improve, and everything. And finally, you will find your own way.
Yeah. And you can tell Ant's getting there. He's kind of, each track we hear is kind of sounding a little bit more like, I guess, the sound that he wants to be.
Yeah, you have to, a point to make as well about Ant is he doesn't really want to be forced into the new overblown kick, distortion, extra loud thing. He wants to maintain his dynamics. He's got a very particular style that he likes, like a millennium-y kind of sound, and he's trying to find his place in that. And it's not easy to find your groove nowadays unless you're just blasting stuff out and that's super loud and with just fucking kick drums and that's it. Like it's not easy, man. It's not easy. So I think it's amazing, and I'm really want to get something signed up from Ant, and I just want it to click. And I like the DNA track as well that he did. So go and check his shit out anyway, everybody. I've put a link in the chat. Give him a follow. I love you loads, Ant. Shout out to Danny Sistosine for becoming Tier 1 member, and Dick Ritchie for being a Tier 1 member. Nice one for the support, guys. A little bit about the membership scheme while I'm just talking about that. If you like what we do here, then we actually have a... One second. I fucked that up. Boom. You can actually join the channel. That means you just support the channel so that we can develop different elements of the channel. You can do it from as little as $1.99 a month, and we offer different perks for doing that. For $1.99 per month, you get the loyalty badges that you see in the chat. You get access to all of the sick emojis that we've got, cute emojis in the chat. You get 5% discount at oblivionunderground.com permanently. You get shout outs, you get access to the community, you get Discord member rank for our Discord too. We also have a tier 2 which is $2.99 a month. That contains everything that I mentioned before, but you get the Oblivion Underground releases when they come out for free. So the Butterfist release that just came out, everybody gets that for free before it goes public. Priority notification for merchandise drops, members only live chats, and then tier 3, this is for our real diehard people. You get vouchers, all the stuff that I said before. You get vouchers every month and discounts for the website, for Hardcore Beer and Oblivion Underground. You get early access to Oblivion releases, so you get the releases when the DJs get sent them on the promo list, competitions, priority reply, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to support us, that's amazing. If you don't, that's also cool. The show will continue to be free for everybody, but if you want to support what we do, respect. It means we can make things better. We can send beers to guests. We can get equipment for people to make the viewing experience better. That's all. All right. Next up, we have got DAEDRA with BeReal, back with some real crossbreed.
BeReal.
The motherfucking real. Back for the 9-5.
DAEDRA.
Very nice.
Yeah, a little bit of context before we jump in. 1 second. Most people on the Oblivion show will probably know who I am, but for those who don't, here's a little introduction. Dwayne Davis, aka DAEDRA, here to provide you with some dose of underground hardcore to get your blood pumping, whether it's live or not. Nice intro. Also a media music student at Art Easy at the University of Arts. How's your dissertation going, by the way, dude? I know you're in the chat. This track that I sent is a crossbreed track. I wanted to create the track that was very rhythmic with some drum and bass parts, yet having the rough edges of hardcore. I think it worked out really well. Cool. I think the mix down needed a bit of work. It felt a bit muddy. Like the bass was, somebody said in the chat, is the bass too loud or the snare too quiet? I think it was maybe a combination of the both, but you guys are more of an expert on that than me. So Daniel, go for it.
I liked it really a lot because it was really a floor banger. It was like just really a thing I would play when I play industrial or crossbreed parties or whatever. It was really like keep the flow going on. I liked it. It was like just like getting a bit in mood here, or sitting here, with you guys and getting in mood. With the sound, but actually at the beginning, the kick drums and stuff I really liked. It was, I think, working also with the atmospheric stuff at the beginning in the intro and stuff. Snares and breaks, of course, there could be a bit more, mastering in it. But at the end, I liked it. I liked it really a lot, and it was really also proper for the dance floor. I liked it.
Yeah. Gregory.
Yeah, I love the intro, the atmospherics and stuff.
I think for context, that was actually the build up from the breakdown that he sent there. He sent that in the chat, just so it's clear. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Greg.
Yeah. I don't know whether the intro was all like written original or whether it was sampled strings and stuff. But it was nice. It was really, really nice. And then kicks, dance floor, fun. Had all the good elements. Loads of really interesting ideas. And that's a big part of it, right? It's just having the ideas and stuff, and just kind of throwing stuff in and not being afraid to just try out different things and have some fun with it, you know. So I liked it.
It reminded me of early Ignean System, not for the sound, but also I think he used that sample as well, if I remember rightly, and it really twigged in my head that it sounded kind of in that vein. But good stuff, and again another one making great progression.
Yeah, he's been sending tunes in for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been on a few times. Yeah, he's really worked on his kicks and stuff as well. So yeah.
I would dance to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice hearing people that send their tunes in over the last. How long have we been doing this show now, Joe? It's been a few years, it feels like.
Well, it's 30 episodes. You've been on 25 of them, I think. So, yeah, a lot.
About a couple of years. Yeah. And, you know, kind of like seeing these guys that are kind of, you know, and the girls and everyone else are sending the tunes in and stuff, and hearing people progress is like, it's been really, really nice, following people's journeys and stuff.
Yeah, but it's even you know, like a lot of industrial stuff or stuff like this it means a lot of work. It means a lot of ideas, putting some atmospheric melodies and progression in a track, and finally it's industrial, and finally not many people will recognize this. You know, so this is good. It's good that you have like here a point you can show it or give it a bigger audience, you know. And this is it's really nice. Absolutely.
DJ Heavy in the chat saying, Daniel, you never dance.
That's not true. I love you, brother. It's DJ Heavy from the Flash Fingers, Berlin. They are just like really one of the guys who started hardcore in the east of Germany.
Oh really? Oh right.
Yeah, lovely guy, Flash Fingers. Yeah,
they made with cool name.
Yeah, they did with four turntables. And later with the MC as well. So it was really crazy shit they did and do.
Awesome. Yeah. Props. Respect to you, sir.
Yeah, respect, man. Respect. Daniel is loving that microphone, man. You don't swallow it.
It's like look what I can do.
You need to desanitize it before you send it to the next artist.
Yeah, absolutely. Burn it and buy a new one.
All right, nice one, DAEDRA. I hope to see you at Prospect on Saturday, buddy.
We're going to see quite a few people, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yep. Next up, Warklo Sans Plomb. I assume it's Plomb because it's French. 95. I won't try and say 95 in French.
Plomb.
Let's move on.
Sans Plomb.
Plomb.
Yo, that sub bass, man.
Très intéressant.
Yeah, someone's put in the chat sounded like Epsilon. Agree. Sounded like Epsilon, Paul Blackout kind of stuff. Like, it sounded like the number, like, kind of dropping.
Definitely early 2000s kind of darkcore vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting the sub. I thought it was just kind of just going to tinkle along. And then, let's have a look at this person. Boom. So this is Warklo, Mulcifer Tardeeps, okay, name of the day, from Southwest France. So I was right with my amazing linguistic skills. Second submission to the show, still trying to do my best, but still stuck at side shining. I hope it's still listenable. I've been enjoying hardcore techno since 95, trying to make people dance since 2001. Hey man, don't put yourself down so much. I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
All sorts of different vibes. Like early on, I was like, do you know Forest Drive West? Do you guys know that?
No.
Okay, yeah, they're kind of like very kind of rhythmic, like a lot of polyrhythm, kind of like, kind of drum and bassy stuff, but yeah, very, very kind of breaky, weird stuff. They're on RNS anyway, really, really cool. But that kind of like, very deep vibes, and then obviously kicks into bass and breaks and stuff later on. Really nice, lots of fun, lots going on. I like it.
Yeah, word.
Yes, absolutely. At the beginning, it was like like kind of chill a vibe in it, and I was like begging for just keep going this way because I loved it. I was just like wanted to lay at the couch and listen to it a couple of minutes more, and then at the end it kicked in and it was great as well. It was with the dark vibe, with the breaks and stuff like this. It was it worked as well, And at the end, I can say it was a great tune. I loved it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, top.
Yeah, man. Some feedback from the chat there. We got. I can put this up. I think. Carnage Core saying it's a great track. Jay Trusted saying dope track, nothing more to add, get it released. Padawan liking the rhythms.
If he's doing a chill out version, please send it to me, and I can chill on my couch and listen to it probably in a loop or whatever. I loved the beginning of it. I loved it a lot.
Yeah, Abomination really liked it. First name, last name, early dark step vibes. Yeah, sick. Nice one, man. Said more. We like it. Sick. Yeah. All right. We have got one more, I think. Yeah, one
nice
more.
Selection this month.
One more song. One more song.
This is from Rupture and Jeffius.
This is the boys.
Jeffius.
Uninvited. Let's go.
Which one of these hoes am I fucking tonight? Fucking tonight. That's pretty good shit you're doing, but
funky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, that was fun,
absolutely funky.
fun.
A lot of fun.
Yep.
Is there the word funky in the name of the track? It has
Yep.
to be.
No, it's Uninvited, apparently, the track name.
Okay.
But it was funky. Very, very funky.
Nah, man, that was a lot of fun. And sometimes, right, you just kind of miss tunes just being fun, right? It's like everything's so serious sometimes, right? It's either serious or it's deep or it's trying to do something edgy. But fuck, man, sometimes you just want to have a bit of fun and do something
It
silly.
was
But
a fucking mashup, man. Sometimes you totally getting loose into it, you know. And this is how it sounds. And it's at the end when you're drunk on the dance floor, and you just want to really the next level shit. You receive this, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just imagine Jeff playing behind the decks, dancing to it.
Yeah. Back in the days, he did. Back in the days, he just did
with the wave. Yeah. Well, if I were to have one criticism, it would be to bring the kick up a little bit.
yeah, the
I
kick
think.
needs to be a little bit louder, definitely.
yeah.
You need a bit more bang bang.
I
Yeah.
I'm dancing.
sometimes
I'm dancing on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just like giving all this crazy stuff around the kick more space, and then you give the kick probably 2-3 decibels less spot, you know. But maybe a bit more.
Yep. Great job,
Good
guys.
stuff. Nice one, Vinny, for sending that in. Big up, Vinny and Jeffius. Respect.
Yeah, man.
That was the end of the New Blood.
New blood.
Played everyone.
Yeah, well played. Well played,
Very good.
everybody, indeed.
You're absolutely right. It was the best part of the show.
It's good
only
fun,
got-
right?
it's only
The New
downhill-
Blood
it's only
is
downhill
gonna
from
be
here.
fucked from here now. Right, if you want to, if any of you guys want to go to the toilet, I'm just going to quickly do some propaganda. So toilet break now if you need it. But for the rest of you, I just want to talk a little bit about Freak Show. Happened 1 month ago, and we've just put our pictures online. So if you want to head over to the Oblivion page, there's a whole bunch of pictures over there from the party. That's a pretty cool picture. Yeah, it was a really, really good party. Go and check the pictures out to get an idea of the vibe, what we did. I know a lot of you in the chat were there, so yeah, go and try and find your mugshot in there. It was awesome. Not only do we have the pictures online, but we have some cool merch available now on the Oblivion website. So if you wanted to head over, I'll close that one. If you go over to the Oblivion website, we've actually got merch from the night available. There's a pack going up, so you'll be able to grab the pack, traditional UK style pack that'll contain sets. It's more like a memories thing, you know. It'll have the pictures from the event, some audio from the event, from the pre-party and the main party. A bonus CD on there will be Dirty Digits EP from Butterfist, so that's got the Freak Show anthem on there, and it's just a really cool design. As well as that, we've got some of the Freak Show t-shirts available still on the site. They're on sale now. And also let's another look at the pack. Nice Bones CDs look. And Freak Show Hardcore Beer is available on the site, and it's also available at Hardcore Beer. This is also going to be available on USB as well, so if you don't want CDs, then there's going to be a USB 3 stick with all of this content on it. So yeah, go and grab that at the website. And we've also got some brand new merch. So we've got these Oblivion hoodies, which are really cool. That's like the Oblivion Classic. And we've got these Disorder hoodies and tees as well. Nice design. It says sold out there for me, but it might be available in your country, so go and take a look. And remember, all of our merchandise for the UK, we ship from the UK. From Europe, we ship from Europe, so you don't have to pay custom stuff. Yeah, just get over to the site, check it out, and grab yourself some deals for Christmas. All right. Right, enough of my propaganda.
I'm live at Oblivion.
Yeah! Woo! You never stop, man. Oh, and he's had a costume change as well.
No, I just like it because
since we're talking about merch, I've got
what
show shirt on now. Look.
Ooh. It was like after this music, I become really hot and I had to take off my sweatshirt.
Yeah. Oh, you've got some merch on there, Greg. What's that from there you've got on, mate?
Yeah, it's the gig I went to last night, mate. I haven't told you about it.
Who wasn't there? Who wasn't there?
You should tell me about it. Tell us all about it.
Mate, the warm-up DJ. Wow, American warm-up DJs. What's that about, right? It's like ADHD. I nearly walked out the place with ADHD. The guy must have played 50 different genres in an hour, right? He was like played old school hip hop, and then it was like suddenly he was playing like EDM and garage and trance and psytrance, and then hardcore and drum and bass, and it was just like train wreck mixing that just like smashed through tune after tune after tune.
Nice.
It was loads of fun.
That sounds horrific.
You should have been there.
But Joey, at the end, I wasn't there as well. So.
You're not.
It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you, but yeah.
I thought I was the only person. All right. So we've done the new blood. Now it's time to talk about you, Daniel. Let's have a little deep dive into you and your past and your legacy. Detest, hailing from Germany. You've got a career that spans 18 years, nearly 20 years now, for as far as releases are concerned. But there's probably more before that. So I want to know about that stuff first. How you got into the music, how you got into DJing, or etc., etc. So let's do the usual thing and go rewind back to the start. How did you get here? Well, how did you start up in this crazy life?
Yeah, it was actually at the beginning Thunderdome. In the early 90s, I just were into Thunderdome. Yeah, I was a young guy. I listened to heavy music, which was not with a guitar or whatever. It was electronic heavy music, and that made me getting interested into it, and I started to buy this music on CD, even on cassette. I was going to Poland because I didn't have the money to buy like fake stuff, from Poland to get this music. There were probably two tracks less on the record, but at the end it was there were Thunderdome music, and this was the step into hard electronical music. After this, it was probably about 1 year, and then I stopped listening to it, and I got more into grunge, into punk, into heavy metal and stuff. And around 2000, there was a club in Germany and in Leipzig. It called 1040, and there was a lot of hard techno music, which was really nice thing I liked, but it was not that thing which puts me back into hardcore or whatever, But they started a second floor, and there were sometimes hardcore music, but a new way of hardcore. And there were the first time I was listening to Def Jam and Autoganic and Rebel Scum music, and at the beginning of 2000. And this was really a thing that changed my mind about again to get really, really into it again after Thunderdome, after, just having a break of hard electronical music. It was Def Jam, it was Rebel Scum, it was Autoganic, I heard. And that was the way to get in, to come back. It was fast. It was full of ideas, new kick drums. It was a completely new idea. Not just a Dutch way of hardcore. It was like influenced by, of course, UK guys and also of French guys. And this was
what was it about the sound that kind of really drew you to it? Like kind of obviously the UK French, early French stuff was all like kind of crazy and like funky and all sorts of beats going all over the place.
Yeah. At the beginning, I was wondering what is the sound, because I would just hear the DJs were playing that. Upstairs were techno, hard techno. Downstairs were this new way of techno for hardcore for me, because I didn't know it before, because I had Thunderdome, then it was a break, and I listened to metal and punk music. And then I listened to that, and I just had also some friends around. They were also getting into this way of music, and they bought also the vinyl and stuff. And I recognized there's a label like Def Jam, there's a label like Rebel Scum and Audiogenic.
Yeah, so they were big ones for me as well. They were really big ones for me, those three.
Yeah. And they were like Hellfish. It's like the old story. Hellfish, Producer, and for me, definitely also Radium.
Yeah.
And this were like the thing that pushed me back to hard electronic music, and this, that was actually my start. This was my real start, Before with Thunderdome was a young guy. I didn't have, I don't know the word in English when your voice getting down.
Your voice hadn't broken yet.
Yeah. It was like I was a child. I'm almost a child still, and. But the real start for hardcore to getting interested to it and to think about probably to do something by your own was Def Jam, Rebel Scum, Audiogenic. Yeah.
Nice.
And so, how did you start making music then? I mean, what was the transition between enjoying, attending, and then making? How did that start? What did you start making music on? Did you DJ first of all, or did you make music first? No, I thought that was the case. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The first way was to release a vinyl before I had my first gig. There was yes. I think that no, it's not this one. What?
I thought I'd scored a point.
No. It was Violence Recordings. The first one was for Violence. Was a sub-label of Strike Records.
Okay. I don't have that one then. I don't think. I'm gonna look it up.
It was really was also a nice vinyl. Probably I can. Yeah. Anyway, it was like there was a label in Germany, in Leipzig, where I live. It's Strike Records, and there are some guys like DJ Arshock, Riot Otto, later Raw State, and guys like this. And they were I was also friends with them. And I was like just checking out how they produce, which programs they use and stuff like this. And and that made me more and more curious about to do stuff by myself. And finally they gave me some helping in the start to giving me an idea of how I can having a starting point, and from that I can improve by myself. That's what I did, and finally the Strike Record guys overall helped me a lot, like Raw State and Arshock, and they gave me like the idea or how I can take my ideas into a program, into the software. In my case, it's software. A lot of other guys started with hardware or whatever, but in my case, it was software. Reason, if I can say it here. Also, Ableton is also good, and Cubase is also good, but Reason, I started with Reason, and that was the way.
Some people still use Reason. There's no shame in that.
No, it was just like thinking when you were talking about a brand, you have to mention another brand.
Oh,
to not
fuck
get
that, man! Not here. We haven't got any deals with anybody. So this was one of the first records. I've just looked for the record that you're talking about on Discogs, and I can't find it. It's not on Discogs.
Wait.
Yeah, do it, man. Let's see. I really thought I'd scored a big fucking W getting this out.
Man, Strike was such a label, wasn't it?
It was.
It was just like there was so much good stuff coming out.
Yeah. Well, Strike was actually one of the inspirations behind what we do with vinyls, because they were the first people that I saw that were doing like special colors and splits and 10 inches. Like that's one of the reasons that we do like the 10-inch colors and stuff, because I was so inspired by these guys.
Yeah.
This is the first one.
Oh, I've seen this design before.
Look at this. What here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one in 2005, and
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So Violent Recordings, it was like a sub-label of Strike Records. And yeah, it was my first release on 2005, and in the winter of 2006, I had my first gig on a squad. A really nice. I still remember, because it was in winter. It was fucking cold. I had my PC, my whole PC. With I need people around me to to carry all the stuff to the place.
Yeah.
And it was an industrial area. We had to climb a wall. It was snowy. It was cold. Then we, you had to go down in the not dungeon, in the basement. Yeah, they had candles to find a way there. And.
Proper German
fucking hell!
stuff.
There was a squad. There was a squad of a squad. It was just beautiful. But this is the way I actually loved and still love. And there I had my first gig. It was like a guy. He did a lot of crazy squads in Leipzig, and he was from beginning a fan of my music, and yeah, it was the beginning of my music. So I was really proud or happy that he invited me to his crazy squads, And I still remember it's 2006, the beginning, January, February. I still remember it. It's crazy. Yeah.
And that led to
Rolf, props to Rolf. Rolf, can you hear me? Rolf, doing 1, doing 2. Rolf.
Okay, I think he heard you.
Yeah.
So that led to like a series of releases on Strike. I think I have most of them. You did. I'm just looking here on Discogs just to make sure I'm correct. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there, right? I thought there was more than that.
Let me think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the Massacre.
1, 2, 3, 4,
There's
5,
the one
6,
with
7,
the one with Ram, Banger Core one.
Banger Core one.
Banger-
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
7-inch.
Yeah, the 7-inch exactly.
Oh, I can bring it on the
Terminal
screen actually. I don't know why I'm just doing this.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
I also had to count it by myself. I don't know how much it were, but oh yes.
There you go.
1, 2. Yeah.
And then Rebel Scum.
Yeah,
Rap-
that's Rebel Scum. Yeah.
That was fucking hell. That was plus when I sent it to Luke, the producer, there's 2 tracks, Crab and Madball, and he was so much. I mean, he's always so enthusiastic when he's feeling something. He's like, you know him.
Yeah.
So,
We know.
it's so lovely. But until this point, I was like a fan of him, and I also made music. And when I sent it to him, this tracks, and he were giving me this attention, this craziness of himself to tell me how much he likes these 2 tracks.
Yeah.
I was totally. I think I was for a couple of days looking
Shout
like a happy little child.
Shout out to Luke and also to Rebel Scum because they've just dropped a new release. Rebel Scum's back.
Yeah.
Just come out. So head over to Hard Store and Simon's pimping that right now, I think. So go and check it out. Anyway, back to you, Daniel. I think we're around 2006. You dropped a track, Motherfker, which was a beast. I think this Brian Fury remixed it with a different name. He did the Exit remix, right?
Exactly.
So there's Motherfker. Is Motherfker, is it the same as the Okonomiyaki Frenzy remix? It's not, is it? There's two different versions because I always get them confused.
Yeah, absolutely 2 different versions, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, good. Okay, shall we play it?
Yes, why not?
Let's play it. Okay, let me do this, and this. This is Detest, Motherfker.
Pick up the bass.
Yeah, bro. Really sick. And it's like somebody said in the chat, it's aged well. It really has.
Yes, that's this is true, absolutely true, and it's one of my first tracks. The first one I ever did was one with my guitar and like a gabba thing, but I couldn't find it. It's a pity, but anyways, this is of the same part of my producing time, you know. So this track is from 2004 or whatever.
2006.
Yeah, I know released, but
when
I
you
did
made it. Okay, right, yeah.
4 or 5, and yeah, this is what I'm really proud about, because it's so crazy. It's so much happening, and the melody, the bass line, the breakcore stuff, the terror stuff, the hardcore. It's so much going on in this one track.
Yeah,
and it was one of my first, and then it's so loud and clear as well. I'm surprised still. So I'm really proud about this one. Yeah.
Really ticks all of my boxes, that one, because I was and still am a fan of breakcore at the time and hardcore, and kind of the fuck the rules kind of feel. That was what drew me into hardcore, the more extreme side, and the screaming and the double ups and the breaks. It was just like, whoa, wow.
And the screaming is really what I love anyway. So
yeah, man, who doesn't like a scream in a track?
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck you.
Yeah. Cam does do a proper scream now.
Yeah, she don't. She will. She's here. So awesome. So, what was the? How was the response to this? Because it was. That was So, how was the response to that when you put it out? Then, Daniel, how was this?
It was crazy. I just like it started to that I got all this international bookings. So it started with the first I had was in Austria, and a really nice place called Cave Club. Maybe somebody, I don't know. Craig, did you ever played in the Cave Club in Austria?
Don't know. There's a long story that I'm not going to go into about me and somatic responses in Austria that I don't remember, but they do very clearly.
Hold on, you can't say.
Say
there's a story that I'm not going to go into.
I can't.
You're just like
it's too complicated to talk about. But anyway, I don't know if I played in Australia as the answer in Austria. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but it was my first, and then Belgium. Okay, I just last 2 weeks ago I played on a really nice spot in Antwerp,
I saw and
and I saw I met again Mr. Orange.
Steve's the guy, man.
Oh yeah,
I know, fucking
lovely guy, Steve.
Yeah, he's lovely, and we just had so many great times on crazy breakcore, whatever parties in Belgium, and this was actually with this track and with this album was the point he invited me to his parties, and we had great times with Scheme Boy. My first party in Belgium was with Scheme Boy or Shame Boy. What is
Boy,
actually?
Ash.
Scheme Boy.
We just called him Dickhead.
Yeah, with Ash, and I remember there was something with Ash, with balloons, with exploding brains and stuff, But anyways, it was a good time. That was actually the beginning of the time of the crazy underground breakcore UK industrial hardcore Belgian time.
Yeah,
it was. Things went crazy in Belgium for a few years, didn't they? It was just they were like mid 2000s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So from there, I guess you got caught up in the Prospect whirlwind, right? You met Gareth at some point and got involved with Prospect, sort of doing bookings with them and releases with them.
Yeah. It was a bit later, but in between there were a time I had also on Peace Off. This
Obscene, was it?
Bangarang release was also really successful, and opened me also some doors, and it was fun also to work with Rotator together.
Frank's
And
stuff.
Frank is a really good guy.
Shout out.
And then Prospect came. It was just like everybody was into Prospect. Everybody was seeing the rising star of Prospect, and everybody was like seeing it was industrial. It was drum bass, and everybody was following this thing, and everybody was also backing. It was me. I remember me and Igor. Hi, Igor. We were like really interested to also work with Prospect together, because it was exactly what we were thinking about the music, and they had success with it, and it was totally. I remember one time when I met No Bad Words I met first time Gareth. It was like Thrasher. It was on a Pacemaker, Death Chant, something tour, and I was part of this tour. We played somewhere in Holland, and Thrasher was also there, and I wore a pullover with a punk band from Sweden, from Sweden. It was oh fucking hell! Now I want to tell. Sorry, I forgot.
I'm going to Google
forgot
punk
the band
from Sweden.
Yeah,
and help us out, chat, if you know anybody.
I will remember, and I was sitting there, and after my set in the backstage, and then Thrasher came to me and said, "Oh yeah, here this band."
Ebba Grön.
No. Wait. I have it. Ah man, I had it almost.
Asta Kask?
No. It
Pink
was
champagne.
No. Oh, come on. It was Millen Collin.
Ah, that was the next one I was about to say.
Skate punk band. And he said, "Oh yeah, where Millen Collin? You're surfing in my room. Yeah, cool. I listened to your set, and it was boring." And it was like, "Oh no." Really, and I was like, really, my heart was broken, and I thought he do it by purpose, but he didn't. It was just a joke because it was drunk or whatever, And then years later, I told him the story, and he said to me, "No, I would never do that. And I love this set. And oh man, that was just a joke. And oh fuck, you didn't got it. And blah blah blah. So I remember this was the first time I had contact with him.
German meets Gareth and doesn't get the joke.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first.
Or the last.
Yeah, exactly. But probably 1-2 years later, I came into the Prospect thing, and I released Shotgun. What was
that? Was a tune, dude. That was a tune.
Really big one.
Yeah. Even in UK,
everywhere.
So much, man. It was really an impact. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can we play Shotgun?
I did. Is it on the priority? But if you want, we do. Yeah.
You didn't send it over? Let me just check.
Oh fuck! I didn't do. Yeah. Because
okay,
I just
do it later if you had other stuff to play.
I mean, because it was just like
I've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play it.
It's a Percy.
Let's go. Awesome,
Oh, that was
man.
fun.
Yeah, man. Hey, Dan. Dormouse is there again. It's the lips for me, apparently. Yeah, bad boy track, man. That little fake drop stutter on it. Really oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Fake drops before fake drops.
True, yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
Love
we're
that tune.
around 2006. Is this now 2000?
No. Oh no, later.
2008, I think.
Oh, was that
Later.
Oh.
It was 2011, 12, something like this, or 10 maybe.
I don't want to skim past this one because you didn't give me this to play, but this one on Death Chant, Love Song.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow. When this one came, bro, I was like, wow. And I was so glad that you did the VIP of it recently as well. Fucking big up, big release on Death Chant that was.
Yeah, thank you. And it took years to release it. I mean, I think everybody had this issue with the Death Chant, but finally I released on Death Chant, and it was like a pleasure for me. But yeah, it took a long time.
Oh, Daniel, your camera's disappeared.
Oh no, not again.
keep talking. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's improving on how you look.
It looks better actually.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this.
I always thought he was a bit square.
Yeah, the piece off the Kin says the piece off was superb. Also, yeah, it was called Obscure or something, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Too obscure.
Too obscure. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then another one. There were also. I loved it a lot when I remember when I released it. Oh fucking hell! It was like a surprise how it worked. Also.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, sometimes breakcore, hardcore stuff was like for me, sometimes a kind of like making it as crazy as possible, but sometimes forgetting a bit about the quality. Really, just my case, because I saw like Technoist and Dolphin, they were just like combine both, But sometimes in my case was like just totally getting lost into all this little things and weird stuff and lose a bit about the quality, of the sound, and this was on point in every way, that's made me really happy as well.
Yeah. So you had quite a prolific few years, really. Then you were doing the rounds. You did Rebel Scum, Born Ultraviolent, Prospect Extreme, the one we just played, Motormouth, Future Sickness, Smackdown. You're really putting out on the big labels of the time that were kind of cultivating that industrial crossbreed sound. As we reflect back, that's kind of the kind of grassrootsy stuff. You've got like obvious one end of the spectrum, the traditional crossbreed, but then there was the more industrial side, and you sat really well in that pocket. Yeah, and then you came. I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but you dropped a huge tune in 2013, Not Far. That was real big one. Real big one.
And I still also got a lot of hate because of this.
Well, because of the vocal.
Really?
Because of the melodies and the vocals and everything, a lot of people. I remember, this is really a true story. I remember I played the first time on DEF CON on the smallest I don't know if it was, what was it, the silver stage?
Silver stage is usually,
silver
the
stage?
small industrial, yeah.
I'm not sure if it was the silver stage in this time, but when I released this track, I played on the smallest place, and I hear that Party Racer was playing on a really big place this track,
Wow.
And I was like, and then I recognized that some industrial people will hate me not because he played it, but I know that it was a bit more commercial vibe in it.
Made a crossover tune, right? It's like
the
industrial heads can kind of dig it, but then it's in other genres as well, and like people don't like you for that.
Yeah, but you know what? The funny thing is, at the beginning, a lot of people were complaining and saying, "Man, you're just like going away from this where you come from and stuff." And a couple of years later, the same industrial people say this is one of the biggest industrial tunes. And then
I'm one of those people. I have to say, when it first came out, when I first heard it, I thought it was good, but I would never play it because of the woman's vocal in there, because I was quite diehard, and
it's even a guy vocal.
It's not a woman, yeah. It's not a woman.
But it sounds like a woman, right?
Because I pitched it up a bit.
Okay, so I wasn't one that I would play, but then, like, fast forward a few years, I was playing it because I do that quite a lot. I will not play something when it's hot, and I'll come back to it later on because everybody's smashing it, you know. But I had that many good memories of that tune being played, like on beaches or on boats in Ibiza or wherever, that now when I hear it, I'm like, oh, good times, bro. Like, you can't hide from that, you know. And you know,
it's something like this.
Makes you learn. Someone's written, Butterfist in the chat has written, was it on a Windows advert? What type of Windows advert?
What's a window advert? Hello, I'm selling a window.
Yeah, what is that, bro? What kind of window? Anyway,
is my window open or?
Oh, Windows, like Windows, the operating system. Okay.
Do they have
no idea.
Adverts?
Is that who's the guy in charge now?
Butterfist, me. Anyway, it's not apparently.
Yeah, at the end.
I literally just blue screen thinking about it, so I guess it came back around. So yeah, that was a good one. And then, well, should we play it? Let's play it.
You just for the part, so we have more time for maybe. But
we've got lots of time for you, Daniel. Whatever. Come on, let's go.
Play the party racer stuff.
Play what?
Yeah, baby.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. So,
Dankeschön.
Butterfist has found the advert. Apparently, the advertisement was for Internet Explorer that track was used for. Not your track. I'm sure you would know about that, but the can you imagine? Use Internet Explorer, you fucking cunt. Yeah, the actual original vocal. And I did not know that was a guy, so I learned something new today. Wicked.
So when Daniel sent me over the stems to do the remix, he sent me everything apart from the vocal. We couldn't find the vocal stem.
Yeah, I remember.
We totally lost the vocal stem, and I was like, had a nightmare trying to recreate the same like kind of pitch and sound that you had on the original. It was almost impossible, man. I don't know what you'd used for that, but it was just.
I just had a chain, like a chain of effects and stuff like this, and it got lost because one PC got broken, and I just completely lost this chain, you know. For
what happens, man, doesn't it?
Yeah, fucking. But I mean,
go on, let's play a little bit of it. That one, just for context.
Oh, the Queen drums.
It is the Queen drum.
We will rock you.
Someone says if you search for Not Far on Spotify, it actually gives the wrong tune. Yeah, you nailed it, Greg. You got the vocal. Oh, Daniel's disappeared again. What are you doing? Well, you know,
that was fun. Thanks for asking me to do that. Remix thing. That was a lot of fun, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you're just like always getting your groove into a track. Sorry. I just like
making me dizzy. I'm like, whoa.
This is only OnlyFans cam now.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, I was really happy to get this one. It's a bit, you know.
Need the mic.
So yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm a bit more like this, you know, but the earth is moving, you know.
The derf. Yeah, so you guys should work on something together again, perhaps. That'd be a good idea.
I know. I wished. Or I sent him some stamps, and hopefully he will agree to doing this together.
Yeah.
Would you?
No, yeah. We've been working on it. I've just been so slow. When did you send it to me, Dan? It must have been like at least 6 months ago, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And I really like it. I've just had a million other projects going on, but yeah, and I've done a load of work on it, but I will get it back to you.
Yeah, and to be honest, yeah, he said immediately yes, we're gonna do it. I was just like trying to say, oh no, he was like, but anyway, yeah. So we on it, and we will do the first collab together, Dolphin and Detest.
Nice.
Test. Woo!
Nice.
Defin.
Diving into it.
Can you move the microphone a little bit further away from your mouth, please?
It's always not the right one.
No, it's okay. There you go. Perfect. Right. So, yeah. So, around this kind of time, well, I'd say a little bit after this period. So, first of all, we've got another good track of yours here queued up to play. So let's talk about this first, and then I want to talk about a little bit of sideways stuff. But yeah, in 2015, you released The Hunter.
Yeah.
That was another big track for you.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I wanted to go a bit more into straightforward, party stuff, which is like the first time where the kick drums were really changing in one track a lot of times. And I was thinking about having just fun to listen to it and to go party to it, and this was the idea about it. Also to the LA violence as well. Just go forward and make something where I was thinking about where people just want to dance to it, and that was the idea about it. And yeah, I just sent it to Hong Kong violence, to Kin, to Akira, really. And I was just really happy that he felt it like I did, and so we released it, and Drokz were really into it as well. He supported me also a lot and played it everywhere, and it was also like a kind of peak in my releasing stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's play that too then. Let's go. Detest, The Hunter. Really sick release. A lot of cool kick switches on there, which I really liked. That was something that you mastered over the years, is getting those switches and kicks, keeping the energy rolling. Same feeling, like a consistent melody in there that was entertaining and uplifting, but then the kick switches which were making it change and switch and really keeping it driving forward. Somebody asked in the chat, is it the red one on Hong Kong violence? Yeah, absolutely correct. if anybody's interested, I'll put that into the chat. There's some available for sale. Yeah, sick release from Kin.
And a beautiful one. And yeah, Kin, I can tell you, Kin is always like supporting me as hell. And this is what I can say. Big shout out to Akira. He's really really lovely guy.
Yep. Much love.
Awesome.
Much love, Ken.
Yeah. Love Ken. All right. So we are up to 2015, The Hunter. Now, I think there was, I think I'm pitching this about right, but there was in between like 2015 up to about 2020, there was kind of a shift in music as far as hardcore is concerned, and there was the rise of the uptempo scene, which came in. And you were one of few artists that managed to sit the balance between keeping true to this underground industrial hardcore and also being accepted by a more, let's say, a more mainstream crowd. Okay, you've got that we've played Not Far, right? A good example of something that would be crossover. You said Party Razor played it, for example. And then you've got stuff like that we've just played there, where we've got the kicks, the kick switches. It's energetic, it's dance floor. It can fit into multiple DJ sets. And you signed it somewhere along the way. I don't have it documented. You joined Footworks, and you were non-exclusive prospect Footworks for bookings, and you were basically getting the best of both worlds. I'm curious how that's been for you. Has it been a difficult path to tread because you have people questioning your identity, your musical identity, your beliefs? How has that been? I'm really curious.
Yeah, it's true. Let me start with the beginning of this, like, kind of two-world move I did. At the beginning, it was like really helpful that I did a kind of between music. I think I already did it with Shotgun, with the Hunter and other tracks that I just like did both ways, and it worked really well for a couple of years. Then Corona came in, and now it's a kind of more being the enemy of both sides, you know, which also can be finally the product or the result of a way you go like I do. It's like, you know, I don't want to belong to a scene or whatever. I just want to do what I want to do, you know. Sometimes it's more dance floor, sometimes it's more underground or industrial. And in this case, and nowadays, it's like that the Uptempo movement is probably a bit more too much into this peep cake thing. It's really because it's really focused on this nowadays, not just because of being a bit more simple and a bit more faster. It's really at the moment because of having this special kick drum, you know. It's hard, you know. So I don't belong to them. With industrial is really hard. It was always hard to have a spot in industry, because industry is not that big. It's a lovely family. It's a lovely bunch of producers. They do a great job and great music, but you know, we don't have this big audience, you know. So and at the moment, it's I think the hardest time ever, in my opinion, probably. So at the moment, but back in the days before Corona, it was for me really a good thing to have a step in both ways of styles. At the moment, it's more or less like people say to me, I have to decide which way I go, and that's I don't want to do.
No.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Fans and also other people, not just fans, they observation of mine is that they always try to make it about themselves because they're the consumer, but in fact, that people lose sight of the fact that you're doing what you love. It's your music. You're the artist, right? And people think that they own you or own what you do, and we've seen it with many different people. I'm not going to name drop, but we've seen it with a lot of people where they walk away from industrial or whatever and go to pursue that. Sometimes it's for money, sometimes it's because they like it, but it's still their decision, and people don't own them as a product. You know, they just like what they did at a moment in time. So it's really unfair to say, oh, what you do now is shit compared to 2006 or the old Daniel. Do you know what I mean? Because then out of nowhere you'll come out with the track and go, boom, there you go. There's fucking 2006 Daniel. Now what? Oh, and then it's all quiet. Do you see what I mean? Like the praise isn't there when you do the good thing, but when you do something that like raises some eyebrows, everybody piles in. Rah, rah. It's the same with it's just online.
It's absolutely true, and you just like have. I had a couple of peaks where people said, "I switched from the old Detest to the new Detest." You know, I think I had 3 peaks already. There were at the beginning where I did the straight, heavy. Bit Frenchcore style, distorted stuff, then the breakcore stuff. Of course, I had also with what we had, Motherfker, also breakcore stuff at the beginning, but you know, in the middle there were more breakcore stuff. And then they said I switched from the straight hardcore guy into this breakcore guy, and then finally I switched from the breakcore guy in this industrial guy, and now I switched from the industrial guy into this a bit like Uptempo guy. It's like, you know, I've always hear the old and the new Detest, and sometimes when they tell me, hey, this is the new or the old, I just have to find this peak. You know, which one do you mean at the moment?
Yeah.
You know, and it makes me sometimes a bit confused. But at the end, it's really the way I really stand for it. I really want to go, and of course, like we had with Not Far, there was also a point where many people are hating me because of it. It's too cheesy, it's whatever, you know. And finally they liked it, and it's also with a couple of other tracks. And one thing I really also have to say, and what I figured out was like that sometimes a thing that became really famous, some kick drum, some you know, some stuff, some I don't know, things in a track which became famous got hated by the underground because it's famous, you know. But if it would be first, you know, be a part of the underground, probably they would say, okay, this is a thing of us and it's great and stuff like this. But because it became too quick famous, it's shit. You know, and this is what I also sometimes see. And I also with Greg, his music, I fucking love it because I always said he has also the rave idea in it, the melodies and stuff like this, you know, with all these other great things you do, Greg, but also the idea about melodic stuff, about ravey stuff, you know, this is what I really love. And there are probably some dark industry guys to say, oh, this is cheesy and blah blah blah, but no.
Yeah. Oh man, anybody who tries to tell me that rave stabs are not fucking cool can just fuck off.
But you're a product of your experiences, right? Same way as, you know, Daniel, you've got like, you know, your influence with punk and metal and stuff like that comes through in your music. You know, I was kind of like an old school raver, you know, and it's like that stuff comes through in your music. That's exactly what
absolutely.
it is. You know what I mean? We're not we're not making this up and just trying to pick cool sounds because, you know, it's just part of who we are. You know, we're just break beats, screaming, noisy guitars, rave stabs, everything, kick drums, everything.
Exactly. And I was like, just by the way, just when we go back a step in the past, I remember one time I was I just forgot to say it. There was a time I was totally into the Dolphin, into the technoist Amboss. You remember Amboss, yeah? And
Yeah.
it was like a kind. There was a time, and sorry when you had this fight, you both like you and. Oh fucking hell! I remember we were like at home. We were celebrating your tunes, both tunes from you and Technoist Mike, and then there was like this thing on. I think it was on not YouTube. What was it on MySpace? MySpace. When you wrote it, that you're gonna go different ways and stuff like this. It was like really like the. I don't know, the underground industrial Backstreet Boys go,
the underground industrial Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Wow,
amazing.
That's not something I've heard Mike and Greg describe.
I can tell you, and I speaking for really a big part of the East German industrial breakcore hardcore scene. We were everybody was like this. This is actually it has nothing to do with the topic we have at the moment.
Okay.
But I just want to mention
it. Though. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, we broke up for a bit, but then we got back together. So,
that's the thing.
Just like all good bands do, right?
Yeah,
got to get that world tour in.
Absolutely.
This is shout out to Mike. Love, man.
Yeah, man.
This is
shout
the
out to Mike.
spirit, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we've talked a little bit about rave stabs there and doing what you'd believe in, but also doing something every now and again that makes people realise where you're fucking from. And I think this tune fits the bill. So I'm going to play this off your last album, Oldschool Thrash. I hammer this tune in my sets. Oh, Greg, smiling? Happy?
No, he's smiling.
Yeah, he's smiling now. Get your rave on. Let's go. All right.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, and that was from your last album on Prospect, which was nice.
Exactly.
That was a great album, man. That was really good.
You were supposed to come on for that one, remember? And you were sick, and we did the album showcase without you here.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like sick. I was fucking. I was laying in the hospital. I remember.
Yeah. Gareth
Yeah,
got
it
so
was-
drunk he collapsed and fucking knocked off.
Finally laid beside me, man. but yeah, I still have to admit the most of all my fans or people who like my music are still liking the first Prospect album of mine, the Awakening. But
Yeah.
of course, every musician says, "Oh, my last album was just the better one," but I really like this a bit more. I'm more into it, and yeah, I would even say that the first album of mine from Strike from 2006 is even better than the first on Strike. That means the one the people like most is for me the last one in the ranking. So, but it's just like, you know.
Yeah. Night to Jay, by the way, and a hello to Peter Stormtrooper in the chat. I saw you pop in.
Hey, bro!
Hey, Peter. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Wie geht's dir, mein Guter? Alles senkrecht bei dir?
Ja, ist gut, ja.
Ja, ist gut.
Genau.
Freifick Muschi.
Okay. Yes. All right, so I think that kind of brings us up to modern day. So let's talk about where you are now. You've just started a new label in collaboration with Funk Cartel.
Yeah.
You've talked about your love for Kin, so it kind of makes sense that you got into business, into bed with him to do that, as well as your clothing brand, which is what you're wearing now.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So tell us about DTS. Tell us about the idea, the concept, and we can play some music. We've got the videos, I think.
Exactly. I think we have a video even. The thing is, I started this label to release music I really want to release, where I'm up to, and I know that people want to hear it or want to buy it or whatever, or to play it. And it doesn't have an idea about a special way of music, like, actually the Detest way is that I don't want to go into slow or fast or breaky or not or whatever. It's just like really the music I love at the moment, I produced and I want to release. And this is actually all about just what I like and love and I produce, and which is fast, slow, melodic, dark or whatever. But I want to have it released. I put on this label, and this is actually the idea more at the moment. Maybe later I just have other artists on it or not. It's just at the moment. Yeah, it's just at the moment output. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Because I release a lot, I produce a lot, I'm making a lot of music, and sometimes I really don't know when I make music. Sometimes I have to think about, okay, when I finish that, I gonna release it in 2 years, and it's like just really a kind of way out to get more music out in the right time.
All right, let's check it out then. We've got. Zoom out. We've got DTS.
The DTS one, yeah. It's just, yeah.
All right, let's play this.
Ooh.
Let me rewind that to the start. Boom.
Selector.
Nice. Peter
Yeah.
says Daniel looks like he's performing in a rap video. Maybe someone just put
man.
the wrong audio.
It
on
was it was a fun day or fun night better because we were like just a bunch of friends and a lot of booze, camera and some pyrotechnic, and then we just had fun. It was a pretty cool night. So
There's a bit in here that actually it reminds me. I was trying to work out what it reminded me of, and it reminded me of a German Eminem. Just trying to find when you got the glasses on.
Ah yes, it was. Ron, can you hear me, Ron? Das sind Ron seine Gläser. Ron seine Gläser.
There we go. This bit here. I find this funny for some reason. Yeah, so you're editing your own videos now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. You've been getting better at it. I've been watching your videos as you go along. What are you using to do it?
Because I just love making pictures and movies and stuff like this. Also, my free time activities, I would just like I love to do it, and why not combining it? Even today, when you know everything has to be also on social media and having to be on on video and picture. I mean, it's not a good way. I mean, you also read the topic of DJ Hidden he did yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. It was true.
It was really deep and
what was that? I'm not a social media person, so what happened?
I'll send it to you. He was talking about trying to fit into the modern world and how, as a musician, it was difficult when your online presence wasn't of a certain type, or he was trying to work with specific people who didn't want to work with him. I think in the music industry, in the film industry, because he wasn't a Grammy award-winning producer, when he knows that he's got the skill to do, probably more than capable of the skill to do whatever it is that they're asking, but because he doesn't have the paperwork that makes him have clout, if you like, then he is standing less of a chance and it's discouraging him. That's the general gist of what it was.
How much he is on social media, and people thought when they want to work with him together and they see how much impact he has on social media, they say no, it's not enough or whatever stuff like this. It was super interesting, and it was like absolutely true. And some of my, I'm also one of the older generations, and some guys like me are still having fun or try to reach this point. Other guys are getting lost into it because it's, if you are not liking it, it's horrible. Even if you're a fantastic producer or musician or whatever, it's hard. It's a hard topic.
Yeah, and you can have basically zero talent but be good at that, and and get there.
I can tell you, I just have really I have
to be sorry.
a friend of us and a great producer, and he is like made a huge step, and he said he decided to go 70% of social media and 30% of being musician. Before was the other way, but now he's earning the money. And this is actually kind of all the new generations are just like not asking about probably, hey man, I make good music, I try to give.
How many followers have you got? that's where it goes, right? It's the first question. The first
or just ask yourself why I want to waste time to make music, because I have to do this social media thing. Just hire a ghost producer or whatever. It's a horrible way. I hope it will not become 100% of everything, but I think at least we have to that there has to be a hope, and as long as I do my music and you do your music and you do your music, and we're just like still be here, then everything is okay. If it's impossible anymore, then then we just I don't know.
Then we'll just do our own little parties.
Yeah, exactly.
I do.
I can make it to.
Fuck everybody else.
It sounds so desperate now what I'm saying, but
no,
I don't mean it in this way. I'm just really
No, I hear you, brother. I hear you loud and clear. it's a common conversation that we have on the show, really. So, all right, let's switch back to something positive. We've got one more track to play.
My AIDS test.
Yeah. Well, yeah, nice transition because the track's actually called Killing Spree, so technically that's what you're on.
Nice.
Right, next up, this is a video too. Let's play Detest, Killing Spree. Is this on DTS?
No, this is Thunderdome.
Oh, yeah, okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to play that now. Let's go. Detest, Killing Spree. Another really cool video, Daniel.
Grazie. But this video is from the guys from Thunderdome, I have to admit. Yeah, so it's not mine. Yeah.
Good one, though. I like it.
Yeah, really nice.
As well. Really cool, man. So that's kind of you coming full circle. Or the story started with Thunderdome. Just ended with Thunderdome. You know? It's nice.
Fucking hell! This is really I'm super proud about, and not just it's because of releasing on Thunderdome. This track because this is one of my favorites at all. Probably some people think it's different, but in this for me it's a track I really love by myself, and I'm happy that I was able to release on Thunderdome. I mean, remember when we started the conversation, I said about being a young guy and listening to Thunderdome at school, you know, and then played on Thunderdome in 25 years for Thunderdome, and now I released on it. It's crazy.
That's awesome, man. Awesome. So, what's next? Anything cool coming up? I know something cool coming up.
Oh, tell us.
I want to.
What are you doing? You calling your mom again?
Yes, Mom. Get me out of here.
Well, you've got a release coming out on Oblivion, which is our next vinyl release, and
exactly.
Yeah, I think we should do a little bit of a tease.
We have to. Because it's I'm happy that this one is coming out soon, because it took also a while.
Yeah, it's taken a while.
And it's not just about the quality of the music, it's also the quality of the vinyl, the colors, if I can say it already, because of the beer. It's the whole package. It's crazy, and I can't wait for it.
I'm going to give a little tease, because I've got it here. So this is the vinyl.
Ooh, look at that.
Who did this artwork?
This is
actually
Cam, obviously. Cam Art Design. Smashed the artwork again. There we go. Detest, Absence of Light, which has got 2 tracks on there. Die in Hell and God. 175 on 180 BPM. I'm not sure if I should show the vinyl. What do you reckon? Do you think we should?
Give us a teaser. Give us a flash.
Just a little bit.
Do you think about like just buying then looking, or?
Oh, come on, then. Let's get it out.
Ooh, look at that.
The whole one. So beautiful. It's like lava. It's kind of lava. Is this called?
Lava.
Is this also in English? Also lava?
Molten lava. Yeah.
The floor is lava.
Yeah.
The floor is lava.
The floor is lava.
That's our next release, and that's going to come out at the beginning of next year. Not only that, have you got the beer there, Daniel? You've got the beer.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna crack a cold one now. I don't know why now is the moment, but I do it now.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
Now's the time I crack a cold one.
That's a strong blonde.
Yeah, it is.
I know you like a strong blonde, Daniel. Being
strong
German.
blonde girls, yeah. Like.
Yeah, so it's a good one. Was it? How strong is it? I've forgotten. It's 7.9%.
No, it was not that, right? It was not that strong. No, it was like, wait.
I should know this.
7.9, yeah.
7.9
right.
blonde
beer.
Yeah. And you can actually get this beer already now on the Hardcore Beer site. So I'm going to show that right now real quick.
And if you want to see how it works, like watching me now drinking it and watching me again in 5 minutes.
His webcam's disappeared. That was quick.
That's what happens.
Daniel, your camera's
gone.
Your camera's just disappeared, bro.
Yeah, man, I see. It comes back.
We lost him.
It's all gone. Yeah, so if we look here on the Hardcore Beer site, it's not in that list there, but you can pick it in here. Boom. There we go. Look. So this is available in 6-packs and 12-packs on the Hardcore Beer site. So there we go. It's a full taste with a big kick. This beer is trouble. Don't be afraid. 7.9% blonde beer. So yeah, trust me, I've thoroughly tested this one.
Trust me, Daddy.
It definitely does the trick. So great for Christmas presents. If you want to get it before it comes out, then go for it. Go for it. Daniel's broken. He's just gone.
Lost him.
I said to you, I just drunk a little bit of it.
And look what happened. Everything. We can't see him anymore. We can't see anything.
Hey, Andrea, who's just joined the chat. Good evening, dear. I hope you're well.
So let me give me some seconds.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know what happens. Probably I switch the camera. I mean, it's a great quality, but I don't know what.
So for the release, by the way, if you are community tier 2 or 3, or if you are in the inner core, I will be dropping a pre-order link with the special price for you real soon. So if you want to get that alongside your other merch before Christmas, then you can. And then we'll ship it as soon as we can in January. It comes with the record, it comes with a t-shirt, and it comes with the beers. And while these guys are doing whatever they're doing, I'm going to play some music. So let's play Detest, Absence of Light, Tease. Yes. Let's do that.
Bring it.
Let's go. Wrong track. Here we go.
Come with me. You're going to die in there.
You are now tuned in to the Oblivion Show.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
That is some hot shit, bruv.
You are now tuned in to the Oblivion Show.
Grazie.
Daniel's back with a whole new camera.
Yes, absolutely. New quality. It's just like I just have no idea. I have to say sorry.
You're the wrong way around now, guys. Look, you've got the names the wrong way around. Let me just fix
improvement.
Greg is Greg. Joe is Joe.
Boop. There we go. Fixed, just like that. Magic. So yeah, Daniel, it took us a little while to get there for various reasons, delays with pressing, our backlog, etc., etc. And then you wanted to make some improvements to the tracks to bring them up to date and blah, blah, blah. But we got there, been smashing them out in the clubs. They fucking work. And we're really proud to have you on the label. So it's been a big wish of ours for a very long time. We love you a lot. So yeah, thanks, man. Thanks very much.
Props, man. Yep.
I can't wait to get them out.
Yeah,
and
thanks. The pleasure's it's by my side. Is it?
Yeah, that's played on your side. Yeah, it's your pleasure, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Big up Cam for smashing the artwork again. Wicked. And
absolutely.
and we managed to match the colours.
Always.
There's a really cool T-shirt as well, which I haven't shown you yet, so I'll keep that one back. So awesome. More news on that soon, guys. That is the end of Daniel's section. Thanks for telling us all about your life, Daniel. Appreciate it.
I love you all.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Next up, we're going to go into the What's Hot section.
What's hot?
Ooh, what's hot?
Whoa, what's hot? So let's have a look. What is hot in the scene at the moment?
I'll tell you what's hot. AI rapping is hot.
AI rapping, you say?
AI rapping. So
tell us.
So last week, right? So I'm like with work. I'm doing a lot of like kind of AI, machine learning stuff. Kind of like working out how to do some of this stuff, right? And I thought there must be, because there's like you've seen like mid journey and stuff like that, haven't you? It's like the kind of AI graphics. Have you seen that stuff?
Midgets.
Mid journey.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
What are you talking about? Midgets?
Yeah,
There's no midgets. No, mid journey.
Yeah, mid journey. Yeah. Yes.
Right, so it's like AI graphics. You type in what you want, and it comes up with like all pretty pictures. So I'm digging into this sort of stuff, and then I'm thinking there must be more kind of like AI beats and stuff like that. Must be like AI kind of beat generators, that kind of stuff. And then I kind of go looking for AI rapping, right? And then I find this website.
Just as you do, I just kind of go looking for AI rapping.
Right? So so someone has basically taken all of the Eminem tracks and chucked it into a kind of machine learning algorithm, right? And then got it to kind of do an Eminem impression, right? So, and I heard it, and I almost fell off my seat. I was like, oh, that can't be fucking real. It's like ridiculous. Well, it's not real. It's like it's artificial, and it's just made up. It doesn't exist. It's not a person, and it's not singing. It's just computer generated. So you think about like, what does that even mean?
Right.
Like if you can get like professional
it.
quality rappers where you can just type in the words that you want, and you get like someone that sounds like a pro rapper back. Like for people like Daniel, like you and me that make music, if we want a rapper, we don't have to like find a rapper anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can just get a vocalist.
Well, it's the same with graphic designers and stuff like that. They're soon to be obsolete, unfortunately. Like
it changes things, doesn't it? It doesn't mean they're obsolete.
Well, it doesn't change things, no. But yeah,
it's
I'm just poking because I know Cam's next
interesting. I mean, man, it's scary, isn't it?
Next Oblivion release is going to be AI generated, by the way.
Totally, yeah. You won't need it. AI hosts.
Just waiting for Cam to come in with a knife.
Have you got it, Joe? Did I send it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's
can
do
you play
it? Hold
it?
on. Yeah, let's have a go. Hold on.
Play this thing.
I'm laughing at Cam. Right, this thing. Right, am I clicking that?
Yeah. You haven't heard this yet, have you?
No, for fuck no. Right, let's see if it works. I hope we don't get pulled off
this.
YouTube for it. Right, should I full screen it? Why not?
It's nothing. You don't need to full screen it. Just play it anyway.
What up, Zach? Can you hear it? Yeah.
Get ready for y'all to rap. You had a great year, and we got the stats. We gave out over 3 million in cash, not just whack track facts. This year you won $14.
And that's not a real person.
That's
not a rapper. It's not a rich.
It sounds really like the early Eminem,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now let's do a year's recap. What game was the name on everyone's lips? Bezos overcompensated with his big spaceship.
What the fuck, mate?
Right. That's not real. You can literally just type in the words and it will rap it back to you.
Well, we can do that now.
No, you got to sign up for an account.
Oh, bro,
man. I mean, so all those vocals are generated by a computer. There's no human in there. That's just like they've taken all like the kind of Eminem library, and then you can do a text to speech basically that just raps it back to you.
Yeah. So someone in the chat, Abomination said, "Wait, so the vocals are generated by a computer program?" Yes.
Yeah, that's
AI.
What is about the beats and the melodies and stuff? Because is that what you have to do by yourself, or is everything generated by this thing?
The beats were done by someone and just put over the top of the AI voice. Like,
okay.
That is actually insane. I mean, and
it's crazy, man. It sounds like Eminem from 2001 or 2000.
You're going to be able to go, give me a kind of mix of Eminem and Chuck D. and just like feed it with all the kind of songs, and you get a new rapper.
But you know what this also means, Greg? That there's like over 120 hours of you and I broadcasting on the internet.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But I mean, the
maybe that boy
possibilities,
band thing will happen.
honestly, the next few years in AI are going to be just insane, because like just this year, so the whole Mid-Journey thing, there's the what's the video version of it, Disco Diffusion or whatever it is. Like the AI stuff that's happened just this year is insane, and like so the next couple of years, and it's because AI is now is doing machine learning on its own coding, so it's starting to help code itself better.
Yeah.
So this stuff is only going to get better and better, faster and faster. It's exponential.
I just heard also that some pop guys are also getting remixes of a computer generated version. You know, for example, Robbie Williams, of course, is not. Yeah, but he also did a version of Angels, but in a way that you know, like the computer was generating. And it gets performed now of orchestra, but it was generated by a computer.
Wow,
so it's probably
ADDL in the chat says, have you lot seen this? If you've posted a link, for some reason the links don't come through. I think it's some anti-spam shit. Tell me what to Google if you want us to check something out, and we'll check it out.
Yeah,
live.
and DALL-E as well, that's very similar to Mid-Journey. That's another AI graphic generating to stuff.
John Perc says, have you lot not seen the Terminator? This is Skynet shit. Yeah, exactly.
This is the philosophical or existential kind of questions now. It's like, if you can't tell something is real or not, does it matter?
Oh my god.
Yeah. This is sometimes really the question.
I can remember about 10 years ago, Greg, me and you sat on a balcony at your house on a big sesh, and you were borderline losing your mind because you were like, we're not going to be able to tell what's real in the future, Joe. We're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's AI. Well, bro, we're here now. We're here. What the fuck?
But hey, but Greg is really, really right with his idea about, because it doesn't matter for a lot of people also in our scene if it's real or not. If it's ghost produced or really produced by somebody, at the end there's a product, there's a track, and they like it and they want to dance about it. Of course, it's not another topic, but it's the same idea, you know?
It's the same thing, yeah. Like if you feel something from it, right? Like if it affects you emotionally or however, does it matter whether the thing that's doing it is real or not? Does it matter whether it's a real artist, a ghost-produced artist, an AI thing? If it affects you, does it really matter?
Yeah, exactly. And some people don't want to think about it. They want just to get the feeling and not
it's like watching porn in AI with VR, right?
No.
Kind of. All right.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, should we play some music?
Let's do that.
All right. What have I got for What's Hot? First up, Christina dropped her new track. Christina Somniac 1 on Perc Tracks. This is Junkyard Shift. Let's go.
Awesome.
So this is Junkyard Shift, and it's just come out on Perc Tracks, and I just wanted to give a little bit of context about it. This is Christina Somniac One's take on early hardstyle trend in techno, and a sneaky attempt to repackage it into Perc Tracks content. She was a big fan of hardstyle in the early teens and spent a lot of time making it. So you can really hear the elements in there. It's just come out on Perc Tracks. So let's just take a quick look. If you like this, like I like this, then you probably want to grab it. So the link is in the chat there. Go and grab it. We're big fans of Christina here, and we really support what she does. Top person, and yeah, really support her. So go and check it out, guys. It's a good one. Big shout to Seko in the chat. Also a shout to Lou, who's joined. Daniel O'Neill says DJs and producers will be replaced by people asking an AI app on their laptop to generate music live. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Yep. All right, I'm going to keep flying through some new and hot tracks. We've got a few to plow through. A lot of good content. Let's just get on with it. Next up, Starving Insects. Another friend of ours. Alex, this is forthcoming on... Well, it's actually out on Prospect, but it's from a release that's going to come out on Prospect. Anyway, boom, this is the Spike Fields. stuff from Alex. Echoes of old sounding, analogy hardware.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
He just did a podcast for Excel, didn't he? That was fantastic. Really, really good.
Super talented. And we've been putting out his videos on our YouTube channel where he does called Recreating the Classics. And he's got his next one that's coming up is a recreation of an old Bulldozer Project track, and it's a real good one. He's got a vocalist to recover the vocals and stuff, so that'll be out early December on the Oblivion channel, so keep an eye on that. This release, by the way, came out on let me just make sure I'm clicking the right buttons. This is on the Prospect Things to Come compilation. There's a bunch of new stuff that's about to come out. It's on there. It's from a release that's going to be released in the future. So, yeah, big fan of Alex. Awesome. Next up, from the same compilation, new thing by Richard Drokz, his new project, Ritchie Gambino, I Am Your Boss. Let's get straight into it. Gonna cut this one a little bit short, and the reason for that is that I want to play this other thing that Richard's just done on Elite Pauper, and this is definitely worth checking out. So this is Tales of Noiser, the early rave mix by Drokz, and yeah, this is cool. Let's check this out.
Absolutely, man.
slam it down. Slam it down.
Listen.
Drum and bass, drum and bass, drum and bass, drum and bass, drum and bass. Let's move those feet. Hold your hands up in the
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Shout to Richard. Shout to Freik at Elite Pauper. Nice project, man. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Respect, man. Respect.
Pretty cool,
Yep.
man.
Let me turn that off. What have we got next? I'm going to play something now that isn't new. It's been out a few months, but it's something that I've been playing a lot in my sets, and I think it's something that if you haven't heard, Daniel, then you should. Because
Joey?
it's an artist that you might want to do something with. I don't know. Anyway, this is a guy from the UK, Incoherent. Check it out. This is Incoherent Dreamer. So I guess you can hear why I wanted to show it to you, right?
Yes, exactly. You have a really good good ear. Yeah. With absolutely amazing because it's fluffy. It's like ravey, but has this new way of industrial kicks and beautiful. Yeah. We're really for playing it, man. It's super beautiful.
I think it sounds similar to your style. I think that you guys would work well together, so it might be worth something to consider anyway. I just thought I would throw it out there and put it on the radar.
I was just when you switched, I was like just doing this because I wanted to make a picture of the.
I'll send you the track. He won't mind. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's got some good
absolutely
stuff
nice,
as well.
Impressive. Yeah.
I'll send it to you. Okay, next up, I'm gonna play 3 more tracks. Next up, I've got tune from one of our friends, Luke, the DJ producer, of a Motormouth 100. This is Producer, Grasp the Heavens. Oh, and shout to Seb Chaos Engine in the chat. Easy, bro.
As if somehow I would grasp the heavens, the universe, worlds beyond number. Worlds beyond. As if somehow I would grasp the grasp the heavens. The universe, worlds beyond number. As if somehow I would grasp the heavens.
Luke, at it.
Yeah.
Absolutely at it.
Classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got to let me cat out.
Oh.
What? That one's out on...
Miss my cat.
I had one here before pressing the buttons. It was quite annoying. So that's that is out now on Motormouth Records 100. Let me just give that a little bit of love. Boom, here we go. You get that on their Bandcamp, 2-track EP. And I heard a little inside story that this is the prequel to another release that will tell more of that story. But more on that later.
Mysterious.
Yes. What else we got? Next up, Dolphin. Dolphin's got a new track out. Fucking hell, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at this. Good Daniel's camera's smoking there.
I'm so excited. I can't even hold my camera.
Dolphin, this is out also on the things to come. Lizzie's Breaks. This came out. Yeah, so you didn't actually know. Okay.
I knew it was on the compilation. Yeah.
Surprise.
It's part of something else that's coming soon.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Ready?
Let's talk about it later.
Go.
Yeah.
Real good, man. Real good.
That's fun, mate.
That's a lot of fun. It's so fun for mixing as well. So fun for mixing. Like,
right? Yeah.
And dropping acapellas over. Oh, I was having so much fun the other day just mixing it.
It's called Lizzie's Breaks because Lizette chose all the breaks. I was like, I loaded up like all my favorite old school break beats and stuff, and just went choose all your favorites, and I'll make a track.
and this Greg in this break, there's a really famous break beat like this with this woo. Hey,
rock bass,
yeah, exactly. And you extracted the vocals out of this break because it was so clear. The vocals were clear of it. Well, how did you do that, or did you found a break beat which
No,
were
there's a trick, right? Oh,
yeah.
God, so I did a masterclass for Heresy a couple of years back, and kind of So Isotope Thrash.
Yes.
Yes, right. Everybody knows it for distortion, right? You can use it as a like a multi-band gate. Right, it gets kind of complicated. I'm not going to go into it right now because it's too much to go into.
Do it.
But basically, you could.
Did you take frequencies to gate it?
Yeah, you can basically turn on You can turn on 4 channels, like 4 bands, right? And you can use each fader as a gate, basically. So it gates over 4 different bands. You can isolate the ones you want and clean them up. Put an attack and release on them, so it basically works like a compressor, like a gating compressor.
Yeah.
Because then you get the really, really nice clean, and you can just like pump up the EQ on the little vocal pops and stuff.
Super nice, because I never hear without this break so clean,
Right.
That make me really getting interested to it when you put it with the kick drum and just woo, hey, woo, hey, all the time. Pretty nice. I love it.
Nice. Thank you, brother.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Right. Sick. And we've got one last track to play, and I think it's fitting because this release just dropped on Oblivion.
I love this name, Butterfist.
It's
still.
Have you seen the artwork?
I just like when I'm with you 2 guys and I read Butterfist. I don't know.
Let's show the artwork on this because it's worth showing again. There we go. That's the artwork for this release. Big up Cam on that. It's not out soon. It's out now. That was just still in my setup from the last show. But yeah, this is super good, and it's been really well received as well by everybody. It's had plays from Igor. It's had plays from producer, Dormouse, me. I think there's a few more people. It's been played at big festivals. It was played by 3 people at Dominator this year, so it's really been well received. And I know I keep blowing smoke up your arse, mate, Andy, but you really deserve it, bro. Really proud of you, man. Really proud of you. So let's get into it. This is Butterfist, Talentless Fuck Pig, and this is out right now on Oblivion. Let's go.
It's a lot of dates, man. It's a lot of dates. I wrote the fucking beats, man. I wrote the fucking it's intricate work. What you have to do is stand there, press 2 fucking buttons, and that's it, man. Dress me up as something bigger than what it is, but it's not, because I'm a talentless fuck pig. It's intricate work. Because I'm a talentless fuck pig. It's a lot of dates. Listen. Okay. It's a lot of dates. A lot of dates. I wrote the fucking dates, man. I wrote the fucking well, it's just that thing, and the hard work I've got, I'm a melodic guy. I just want the back, fuck it. It's a lot of dates, man. It's a lot of dates.
Yeah, man. Get yourself butterfisted.
Jesus, I got butterfisted, man.
He's big, right?
Oh fucking hell! This is really crazy because this is like has the kick drums has a impact like you know up tempo, but it isn't up tempo in the sound. You know, it's like really impacting your face and everything. Great. It's crazy.
This guy's from the New Blood, Daniel. He started in the New Blood, and we've signed him. So big up, man. Go and buy it. Go and play it. If you want to hear lots of Butterfist, this Saturday I'm going to be smashing it out at Prospect, and expect to see you front and centre, Andy, throwing beer all over yourself. Is somebody saying in the chat, is the sample him? It does actually sound like him, but it's not, and it's a great sample. I love it when he goes, fuck it. It's fucking brilliant. Really good. So that was the end of What's Hot.
Okay.
What?
I have another.
Yeah? You have another?
I just wanted to say I made a track for my cat.
For your cat? Okay, go for it.
No, I don't. I won't show you that.
So why are you telling me?
Shall I do or what?
Yeah, play it, man. Give it to me.
I have an electronic version, and I have the guitar version. Which
play
one?
the
guitar one.
Can you do the acoustic? You got your guitar. Can you do the acoustic version?
Yeah, go on then. Let's do it.
So this is the guitar version.
This is what everybody's been waiting for.
All the time, yeah. I think the German people will know how shit it is. I mean, probably you have also an idea. You will get an idea, but when you listen, if you understand German,
before you start,
it will be worse. It will be worse.
Before you start, if anybody has questions, we're gonna do some questions and answers. So once Daniel's done his little jam, while he's doing it, throw some questions in the chat and we'll answer them. Right, go Daniel, over to you, buddy. Go for it.
Leovin, du bist so süß. Die ganze Menschheit liegt dir zu Füßen. Oh Leovin, du bist so wunderschön. Du brauchst keinen goldenen Föhn. La 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 la.
Kind of flick.
La 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 la. Is that horrible? What?
Amazing.
I accidentally pressed the shit emoji by mistake, and I was meant to press this one.
No. It was by purpose, man. I know.
Amazing.
It was my stupid fat fingers. Yeah, that was lovely, Daniel. You really do miss your cat, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
First time
I lost my street credibility.
I think you gained
really. I think you gained some points. Yeah. All right. So, thank you for that. That was beautiful. Have we got any questions from the chat? Because we're going to do 10 minutes of questions and then it's time to go to bed because I'm sober boy now and I get tired early. So, yeah. Did I mention that I've been sober for 3 months?
Man, you're just like, you hero, man. You're hero to me.
Don't even know who you are anymore.
Who am I?
Well, we're gonna find out on Saturday, probably, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive, bro. I think I'm gonna drive.
Wow.
I'm going to the. There'll be no.
So Cam can't get drunk, man.
Oh yeah, Cam will. But we're going to I'm going to the Caribbean on Monday, and I'm taking all of December off. So there will be no show in December, by the way, guys. I need a break from everything in the whole world. So, yeah, I'm probably going to stay sober and drive to Prospect, and then come home, pack my bags on Sunday. Then I'm going to drive to the UK, and then fly to the Caribbean on Tuesday. So I need to keep my head on. My sobriety is going to go out of the window because I'm going on holiday with Dean, and me and Dean, in case nobody knows, we're an absolute fucking nightmare. So it's going to be chaos. Yeah. So yeah. No, Ground Zero wasn't my last drink, but that was the beginning of the end of me wanting to be that drunk.
man, sometimes you know what I gonna do, because I'm also love to drink beer, and thing is just getting from time to time 1 or 2 months, or like you 3 months is crazy, man. Just like not drinking, and then you can go on. And if you just like giving you the spots to stop, you're just like having fun again, This is finally the thing,
It's about finding balance, and I'm kind of an all or nothing kind of person.
I've been trying to tell him this for years, but it's just,
you know me too well, Greg. Like I'm just all or nothing, and if I'm going, I'm going hard. It's just the way it is. But whatever.
Yeah.
Much strength and love.
Thank you. And Robert says in the chat, Dean, the guy that has more miles on his legs than all of my cars combined.
But he's still looking good, man.
Yeah, sure. Any questions? Here we go. Andrew Butterfist, what plugins do you use on vocals, particularly metal ones?
Is it my question to me?
I guess so, because I don't use a lot of metal vocals.
To you,
Yeah, okay. I just like having some different shades. It's like a lot of compression. It's like the OTT multi-band compression of Ableton. This is really important to make it a bit more getting up all the stuff. It's like getting all noises and frequencies you don't like, the DDS stuff, like getting out and raise up the good peaks on the frequencies. It's actually at the end it doesn't matter which VSTs you use or plugins or whatever. You just you have to find the way you find your purpose, and this is all, just like remove all the frequencies you don't need, and push the frequencies you need, some hall, some distortions, of course. And what to everybody who is like starting developing a good vocal sound, you have to use the OTT. OTT is also available without
on everything. Just put it on everything.
Yeah. Actually, it is. Yeah, OTT is really a thing you have to watch out. And there's a OTT, a VST is for free, and you can and just try it. Just try it and work with it, and you will find really great results.
Is it this one? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
There you go, Andrew. Putting that in the chat for you since you asked the question. There you go, buddy.
So pretty much any sound that you want to kind of lift out, it works really well on kind of pads, strings, synths, vocal.
Except
anything you want to get that mid-high, really nice lift on it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, except the kick drums, because the kick drums you're losing control in the
don't do it on kicks.
Exactly, but in the rest this thing will help you a lot.
Yep. Totally.
Okay. Any questions that you spotted that you want to be done, guys? Look, no. Do you think that heavy metal and industrial hardcore work hand in hand, as they are both aggressive music? Yeah, I think there's a huge crossover not only in musical styles but in outlook and ethos. I think that's true. Anything to add?
Yes, it does. Actually, it does. And I know a lot of people, they are totally into industrial and heavy metal at the same time. But I see also a lot of people, they are just loving electronical hard music, but they don't like metal music or punk music or whatever, you know. They just say, okay, I'll listen to hip hop, I'll listen to this. And if I need it hard as fuck in the electronical music, I prefer industrial, but they don't like metal, you know. So sometimes it's really you can fix it to, you know, or put it together or not. It's different. It's
Sometimes you just want music with just great energy, like this band I went to see last night, Joey Valance and BeReal.
Yeah.
Like they were fantastic.
Yeah.
You should have come, Joe. Wow, it would have been fun.
Yeah. Joe, why didn't you come, man?
So much energy. So much energy. Anyway.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got?
Next. Hey Vonda, demanufacturer, by the way. Didn't see you in the chat, buddy. Hope you're well. Daniel O'Neill, how do you know when a track is done? Have you ever continued to tweak a track too much?
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that earlier, weren't we?
It's actually really the question I would love to ask anybody else as well, because it's you know, you see all the memes with like you have so many tracks unfinished, and which names are existing with unfinished tracks and stuff like. It's everybody has the same problem at the end. You know, if you are a musician or producing artist, you just like getting stuck sometimes, and you start something else, and you also have the situation that one track is really getting really quick done, and it's at the end even a great track, and the other track you think it's a big thing, you will never end, and finally you end it, and then it's actually not that good. You know, it's hard. I think every musician has the same issues with this topic.
Yep.
So
totally.
there's no
Yep. I can talk about this stuff all day. You know, it's knowing when good is good enough is different for everybody. But you know, there's all sorts of things. There's law of diminishing returns. You know, it's like once it gets so good, and the 80-20 rule, where you're going to spend 20% of the time doing 80% of the track, right? And the other 80% of the time you're going to spend on that last 20% on trying to make it better and better. And then you've got the law of diminishing returns, where it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you're trying to shoot for perfection, and it's just going to take forever. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to go, it's good enough here, and this is it. But learning where that part is for you so that you can move on is a big part of songwriting. Yeah, it really is. Of any kind of art, you've got to kind of go, this is enough, and this is good right now. This says who I am, and it's good enough for me to move on to the next thing. And I could talk about this stuff all day, you know, but basically
absolutely. I think, and it's like also a kind of diversity in your own world, because you know, this track could be completely different to the other one.
Totally. And that's important, because you learn, I believe you learn more by doing lots of different songs and learning from different techniques and all sorts of stuff. So you'll learn more from getting through 10 tracks that are good than getting through one track that is perfect. You'll learn a lot more, you'll grow a lot more as a musician, as an artist and stuff like that. And that's the thing I try and keep in my head. That's the goal, is to kind of, it's about getting things finished, getting things done, learning, growing, moving on.
And there's a really simple thing. Okay, there's really one thing you can use is to ask your girlfriend. Sometimes you're so damn stuck into a track, and then you ask your girlfriend, is it worth to go on? And she says, yeah, it's pretty good, but maybe, or whatever. I just like, really, it's working since 20 years for me. When my girl says, I don't know. It's really like this, you know. So sometimes it gives you you know, a lot of time you can save.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Any more questions? We'll do a couple more, and then I'm going to close up.
Luke wants to know about Daniel's Photoshop skills.
Oh,
how did you learn them? How did you become a Photoshop wizard?
I even didn't ever use Photoshop. I just use PixArt, and the reason why I improved that much is that when I played gigs and I had connecting flights and we were sitting on a somewhere and had to wait, and I just, you know, read the book. I was just like listening to music, but then you get bored, and then you need a third thing to do.
Something creative.
I started to make stupid, you know, PixArt things, Photoshop things, and yeah, the skills are getting better. And now after 6-7 years, I'm a wizard. Yeah.
Wizard.
grand wizard.
Yeah. Ask me if you have somebody you hate. Just ask me. I do it for free.
Amazing.
One more good question. Anybody?
I've got a good question. Daniel,
Go on, then.
What are you watching? What are you listening to? What are you reading?
Okay. At the moment, watching it's pretty difficult because you have a series, you have movies. At the moment, I really in this moment, I watching Wednesday on Netflix, and I really like it. Of course, it's pretty modern, but really nice at the same time. So I just like watched it now, or I'm watching it at the moment, and I really like it. It's just like there are so many things I could also tell, but at the moment I'm watching this. Listening, I'm listening to a hardcore band, a hardcore metal band. It's called Get the Shot. It's from Canada, and it's just really fucking in your face hardcore. It's like I just fucking love it. Gives me really the pure primitive emotions in my body to just like freaking out. And this is what I'm listening at the moment. This is Get the Shot.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm reading at the moment. I don't read that much. I just reading The Mirror, always the German one. It's like just about the politic thing, because I'm a really politic man, but I know a lot of people don't like it to put too much politics into also sometimes statements of a musician. But yeah, politics are environment and economy and stuff like this. It's not my job,
stuff.
But yeah, but I'd like to get being posted of it, and then just I'm interested about stuff like this.
Yeah. Cool. Joe,
what was the three again?
Well, what you're watching, listening to, and reading.
Not watching anything.
Watching the Oblivion show.
I haven't had time to watch anything for a while, but I'm going to be catching up on a bunch of stuff when I go on holiday. Did I mention that I was going on holiday, by the way?
Yes, you did. You did.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy for you, because you deserved it, man.
And I'm reading. I don't read that much, but I am going to read. This Cam just shouted lies from the kitchen. I'm going to read the Manson book.
Ooh,
Chaos. Yeah.
Everyone loves serial killers.
And I've been listening to a lot of Joey Valance and Bray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw them last night. They were amazing, mate.
Yeah, I've been listening to them every fucking day. And I've been making a VIP to play at Prospect, because it's Prospect this weekend, so I want to drop the tune so that at least I can hear it in a club, because I haven't had the opportunity to.
No, of course not. I'll send you some videos.
You still got my tickets?
Yeah, no, I sold them, mate.
So,
make double on it.
When you are gonna do your own family, man? After reading this your own family after reading this book.
Oh, you mean murdering my own family?
Yeah.
I thought you were asking me.
I know.
No, I don't know. We'll see. See if there's any victims on holiday.
Nice.
Okay. I guess that's it, guys. Daniel, thank you for coming to the show. It's been awesome to have you. Really, really good to hang out.
Yeah. Always a pleasure to have you on, sir.
And thank you for everything you've done with your music over the years and for staying true to yourself and what you want to do. So big up to you, man. Respect.
Thank you very much.
Real, brother.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure. The privilege is mine. Can I say that? Yeah, it's from a Morris. It's from a Morris. No, it's from a track of the Smiths. Yeah, the privilege is mine. Yeah, but anyway.
And Greg, thank you again for being my co-host. It's absolutely.
It's been a blast, man. It's been another fun year.
Yeah. This is the last show of the year. I'd like to take the opportunity to say thank you to our members. Let me just take that off the screen. Thank you to all of our members who, as I explained earlier on, who subscribe to the channel, pay a subscription, support us, help us grow, make things better, get more content for the channel, help us evolve to where we are. It's been a long journey so far, and we continue into next year. We've got some cool ideas and plans. So thank you to you all. Thank you to everybody in the community, everybody who's in Discord regularly, keeping our chat pages going. You know, all of that shit's important. And, you know, we're really trying to make a difference and support everybody else's music, not just Oblivion's music. It's not just about us. We support all of the different artists, producers, all of the up and coming people, and we're glad that you're all part of it. So thank you very much. Thank you. I think that's it. Can we have a picture for the thumbnail, because we need one for the thumbnail. So I'm gonna. There you go, Jay. Jay will be happy for the thumbnail. Thanks, buddy. And we need something different, Greg. Fuck.
Oh, we decided on one. Did I send you that visceral thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for that.
Oh, and that's another point, by the way. If anybody's wondering why the Dr. Peacock stream disappeared off YouTube,
nothing to do with me.
It's because the track that we played in something different got it pulled. And we weren't allowed to just mute the audio or crop it. It got completely pulled, and we couldn't do it. One of our best streams ever. So pissed off, but I'm going to re-upload it in December. Since we're not on December, I'll restream it so people can rewatch it. But yeah, anyway, meantime, let me just pull this up. We've got a couple of options. Live stream.
What did we do last month? We did Derek's thing, didn't we? With the Basic thing.
Yeah, we did.
That was fun. Yeah.
So we've got Hypno, Turnian Sound, Strategy, and Pavan with Relentless, or we've got VHSeral or Visceral with Rage Quit. What should we do?
The visceral one is going to be weirder, and the Pavan one's like, it's a really nice track, but it's just kind of, a bit. It's not weird enough. Let's go weird.
Okay. That's it then. Have a great Christmas, everybody.
We should have done Joey Valance for something different.
No,
I went to this gig last night, man. It was
a great threesome. And
awesome. Love
Gregory, you are a dickhead.
And just by the way, sorry for the guys who are at the moment not drinking beer, but this beer works. So buy it. I really can. Buy it.
We'll see you all Saturday for Prospect XL if you're in the Netherlands.
Yeah, get your asses there. And that's us signing out. Here we go with something different. This is VSHS or Visceral Rage Quit. Peace.
Woo!